Hello, Princess, and good afternoon, or actually good evening by now, from Islands of Adventure. I came here on a very special mission to do something very, very special, something that has eluded me for far too long. Too many awesome things to be doing, and of course I missed the big opening because I just had to go on the cruise, but I don't know, such is my life. But, I don't know. I may be, flummoxed, not flummoxed, that's a bad word. I may be ousted? No. Routed? No, some viewers might not like that either. I may be blocked? Ooh, I don't like that. Anyway, you know what? It might not go as planned. I'll just leave it at that, but we should still always have hope and continue to look forward, even though I'm not optimistic. And the evening continues to go downhill. Not even our fish friends are here to say hi. Yes, dinner at 3 Broomsticks would definitely cheer me up. That is not in the plan. I already have something pretty much ready to go back at my place, so I will skip this and return. We will, though. I still have to make a reservation for Mythos. Yes, the Hogsmeade crowds are back in full force. And I just noticed they do have the bypass bridge open. Didn't even think to look, so if I come back this way, it will definitely take that route. Our sole mission parameter today was to ride VelociCoaster. When I checked before leaving my place, the wait time was only 60 minutes. I didn't look at single rider, but 60 minutes, not too bad. Figured let's head on over and, well, get her done. Doesn't look like that is going to happen, unfortunately. A status I've never seen before. Why does that remind me of something? Anyway, has popped up in the app, so not looking good at all. She is delayed. Better than closed. The app was showing closed earlier, actually showed delayed, then closed, now back to delayed. I think someone, I don't know, maybe he's changing their mind. Anyway, this was the only reason I came to the park, so I'm gonna have to adjust my plans a little bit. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not gonna say that, because I actually had no plans for after riding Velco. So I'm just at that point in my plans, and I would be complaining about not knowing what to do anyway. Yeah, I know, I should have thought this out better, but I didn't, and that's fine. Okay, I haven't been in the Jurassic Park Discovery Center in a while. Let's take a stroll through here. Wait, why is this Jurassic Park? And that's Jurassic World. Sightlines, people. Well, luck be a lady. I went in to check out the shop and they reopened, and single rider is open too, so maybe this is my chance. They have a self-service photo kiosk. Let's see if this works. Scan ticket, come on. Okay, oh well, there we go. And next. Oh, wait. There we go.
Anna.
Yes, add. Brilliant. Okay, it actually worked. Finally, success. I was able to ride VelociCoaster. I suppose I could complain about having to wait 12 minutes to ride, but you know what? I think I'll just be quiet about that because well, you know what? I think I just discovered the ultimate first world problem. All right. Yeah, that was really awesome. I did get back row, which is significant because now I have to remember how it was. Oh, there she goes. Next time, park's not too busy, I will wait in the main queue to see it and request front row. Very different experience, back to front. So yeah, got all the way in the back, so now we got to do all the way in the front. So actually, this kind of worked out really, really well. Great. Oh, by the way, SeaWorld, just FYI, these restraints are awesome. They are almost as good as clamshells. So I'm telling you this because I will probably only ride Icebreaker once because of those stupid torture collars, discomfort collars. I'm sorry, interrogation collars. No, what's the word for them? Oh, comfort collars. They're not. I don't know, do I get a treat now? Maybe I will go to the store. I think they have some Jurassic cake. We'll see. She is definitely a thrill coaster, and there is one significant difference between Velco and Hagrid's, and that is visibility. with the seat back so high because of these restraints, you can't see a lot of what's in front of you unless you're in the front row, because, well, the seat blocks it. Great view side to side. On Hagrid's, there are no seat backs. You're sitting upright on the motorcycle, and the sidecar is basically a chair, so you can see all the way in front of you and everything that's there, and the scenes, animatronics, and everything. So, interesting difference. I mean, understandable, but I think that if I had to choose, I would choose Hagrid's still, actually. Yeah, I think I would. Well, no, I don't think I would. I would. And one thing I actually didn't notice while on the train is my feet were dangling. And I only noticed it after I saw the trains go by and saw most of the guests' feet were dangling. That is interesting. I don't recall that being the case, except on a floorless coaster, of course, where the floor literally lowers and disappears away. Makes getting into the seat not really challenging, but you gotta hop over, especially, well, it's particularly noticeable for gentlemen, so yeah. Anyway, I might get something to eat. Wait, I just said that. I think I'm gonna go to the Jurassic Park tribute store. No, it's the VelociCoaster tribute store, and see if they have like a cake or something like that. I don't know. But I get to ride the train, I think. Oh, yeah, I will. Why would I not? Yes, this is a first time in forever moment. It's been quite a while since I've taken the Hogwarts Express. But this is the fastest way, because the Express works here, and now, well, the line actually moves. The parade is on the way, but I can see that anytime. This is my destination, so let's go check it out. Never been here before. I did get a treat. I'll show you that in a minute. I was hoping this would work out, or it would work out like this, so this can be a trip of firsts. My first experience on VelociCoaster, certainly not the last. And I want to tell you also about the first time I remember. It may have happened before, but the first time I basically beat a random Lefty. So there's a little kerfuffle going on right now, you know, about who's willing to debate who and everything like that. Whatever. It's kind of stupid. But I remember a long time ago, the first time I actually engaged a very obvious leftist, and it was on Venice Beach in California. Yes, Venice Beach in California before it turned into what it is today. So come on, California, you got one chance left. You know, Caitlyn Jenner, she's your ticket out of this mess. Anyway, it was interesting because I wasn't even trying, and that's been the case the whole time. I don't know how it started, but I walked up to a table. This is when I guess they felt safe doing this. You know, she was advocating for something, I don't really know. And I looked down and I saw this chart, and it had, it was a chart of, you know, government healthcare expenditures. And the point of the chart was to fool stupid people. Because, oh no, that's right. It was a chart of government expenditures with healthcare highlighted as a very, very small number, something like 4%. And I was like, that's not correct. And I knew it wasn't correct because, well, the governments spend way more on healthcare than 4%. What they did was they conveniently left out all of the direct payer programs for healthcare. So no Medicare or Medicaid, all those things. So counting those, I mean, we're talking 20, 25% of budgets, not the measly little 4% that are in there. Now that 4% is things like, you know, other questionable agencies like, oh, the CDC and NIH. Yeah, we learned a lot about them recently. Anyway, so I looked at this and she's like, oh, do you have any questions? By the way, this was like 30 years ago, maybe, so I don't know. And I was like, well, this chart is wrong. And she's like, well, what do you mean? You know, because when you challenge these people, they don't like it very much. I'm like, it's way more than 4%. And she responded with something like, well, that's what the chart says. I'm like, well, yeah, but that's not correct. The actual expenditures are like 20, 25%. And she said some other, I don't know, like weirdly defensive, you know, response. Like something like, well, that's the data that they have. I'm like, well, it's wrong. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's wrong. And I think we might have gone back and forth once or twice more, and then she just said in a huff, "Well, we'll have to agree to disagree," and walked away. I was like, okay, well, no, this is not something we agree or disagree on. That chart is wrong. I mean, it's just wrong. It's not like a matter of opinion. Do you put ketchup and or mustard on a hot dog? That's kind of an opinion, but then there is a right answer. But whatever. That data was wrong, and it's like, well, okay. She's not really even willing to talk about it or explain it or even listen to what I had to say because I mentioned that, and that was the first time that I beat a lefty in a chat. I wouldn't even call it a debate. It was just a talk at her table, and she couldn't handle it. That was it, and I was like, okay. And I thought, well, I guess I'm good at this, or at least I know what I'm talking about. So, anyway, that was only the first time. So, a few other times I would see these tables. It happened in New York also with Che Guevara, and I pointed out to some advocate that he was actually a murderous thug. Oh, she did not like that. Different lefty, by the way. Shut her up, too. Okay. I'm like, I guess I'm really good at this. But the thing is, those aren't the first two times. Those are just like the first two I remember. And it's relevant because my arm is very tired, so I'm going to switch hands and continue. Back with the healthy limb. Sorry about that. Anyway, those are, what did I say? Those were the first two I remember. Anyway, so I have engaged in banter, debate, whatever, on numerous occasions since then. And well, you know what, Princess? I never lose. Ever. I've never been cornered. I've never been left for a loss of words. I've never not been able to, I guess, defend a position more than adequately. They have always folded. I'm not saying this is some 85, 90%. No. They always fold at the slightest challenge. So I'm hoping, me telling you all these things helps you do the same thing. But it's relevant because, this whole little kerfuffle that just happened, people are saying, oh, well, you people, you're so afraid to debate. And I'm like, no, not at all. I can tell you from personal experience that it's easy beating a leftist. It's honestly, it's really not that hard. The problem is, for some people, like me, it's so easy, it's not really fun. But I'll still do it. I have never backed away. I've never shied away. I've always engaged every opportunity. So, and I will continue to do so, even without any preparation. I've never even needed any. But anyway, so yeah, I always have and will continue to look forward to it because it is kind of enjoyable, and I really want to learn how these people think. That's really what I'm interested in. So, I really hope that you are able to do the same thing someday. But, okay, I'm hungry. I'm going to eat this. Got to find a place. It's not very convenient. And maybe sometime soon I'll tell you about the socialist I met on the cruise. Anyway, okay, yes. Back to more important things, like eating. This is the pistachio puff with chocolate medallion. It is stuffed with orange cream or maybe orange marmalade. I'm not sure. It's something orange, but it looked like the treat that I would enjoy most, so I picked one up, and I'm sitting here somewhere on the streets of New York trying to eat it. There are no tables, so I'm missing the food festival already. The crowds are departing, and not coincidentally, so will I. It was an orange custard filling, and it was a pretty tasty dessert. It was very light, and that was very noticeable and quite impressive. So it is something that's easy to snack on without ruining future food plans. Did like it very much. And I just want to make one thing clear, Princess. When I say I'm ready to debate these people anytime, I mean it anytime. Anytime, never backed away. I used to tell people that, this is years ago, if the White House called and said, oh, Barack Obama wants to debate you, I'd be like, okay, put him on. Oh, no, we want to set up a time. No, put him on. I got time. Let's do it. Seriously. No problems. Would have walked into it cold. Anyway, oh, so the offer is out if I meet anybody, of course. Anyway, just pondering if I want to stay here for dinner or stick to the plan. Things have been going so well. A very short visit. don't know, maybe things will go even better. The problem is, with the park closing, yeah, I think everything's going to be super crowded, so I don't know, might not be the best thing to do. But I have a minute or two to figure it out. Then you'll find out. You should have never left. So, Princess, that is it for a very successful trip to Universal Orlando Resort. I finally got to ride the VelociCoaster. Had a very delicious treat, and I told you about the first time that I remember, because I'm sure it happened before, that I beat a Lefty. Anyway, it's time to go. So I'm headed to the parking lot now, and I was just thinking back, I did do single rider, and while I got on the ride very, very quickly, 12 minutes, I did miss the full queue experience, which I hear is quite spectacular. So I'll have to come back and do that again sometime. I know, but that is why I am thankful for my problems.